What did we learn just now? Say it again? What is it? Core of genius. We've been talking about this for years, haven't we? Know what you're good at, and then hire everything else out. Liz is a professional when it comes to building teams. She's figured it out early on. She can't do it all herself, and she created a phenomenal strategy and system for building teams. She's also looking deep into the different personalities, behavioral assessments that identify a good team. Who here knows you've got now the skills to identify good teams and partners? Yes? Yes or yes? Who at least has identified that it's very important to build a team and have those skills? Yes? Who also noticed I'm in a sweet, sexy suit? Where's Danny Sosa? Is he in the room? Is Danny here? Danny, if you're here, run to the stage. If you're not here, run to the stage. It might take longer. All right, so we've gotten some really good information so far, yes? It's been a long day so far, yes? Oh, come on. Come on, you put more time at work. We've only been in this 8 hours. We're going to go all the way to midnight. I think I should probably give you the context now, let you know what is still left to be done. We got some cool stuff ahead. We've got Ryan McDermott. He's going to come up and talk about the uncertainty and how to create a more certain position in your financial life. So how to take financial uncertainty and move it into certainty. Who would like some of that? Especially considering we're in a recession. That's probably a really good thing for us to have. We're also going to talk about busyness versus business. Who knows the difference? Yes? Anybody know the difference of busyness and business? All right, we're going to talk about that now. And then at some point today, I may bring an entire $1 million to the stage. Do I have permission to do this today? Are you sure? All right, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll consider doing that. We're also, later on tonight, we're going to lock in our goals. Now, it's important to hit every single one of these sessions, because if you miss a single one when we get to the final ceremony, the final finale of today, the end of today's story, today's chapter of your weekend story, it will all hinge upon everything you have learned. Everything that you have acquired and taken today will hinge on that very last moment tonight at around 11:30. In order to get our bodies to agree with us to get here to 11:30, we're going to have to do some mental work. Who's ever pushed themselves to do an all-nighter before? All the way through the night just to get something done? Who's woken up at 4 in the morning before just to hit the plane? You got to get on that plane, right? So we're going to be requesting our bodies to stay with us, to do these things, to activate. So everybody stand up so we can re-energize our bodies. Take some energy that's within the room from other people, and we're just going to pass it all and just consume it. Allow the body to consume energy. Now, the way we attract energy, believe it or not, is we put it out first. In order to receive energy, we must first provide energy. Who understands this already as a fundamental part of the universe? Yes? All right, so we're going to raise our energy up. We're going to increase it with a little hoo-ah. Let's give it to me. Hoo-ah. Oh, yeah. I caught all that energy. It was beautiful. I'm going to send it back to you with another hoo-ah. Oh, yeah. Feeling it, feel it. 3, 2, 1. The biggest one you got. Hoo-ah. Woo. Give yourselves a round of applause. High five the person on the side of you. Tell them you got big energy. High five the person on the other side of you. Tell them you also have big energy. Take a seat down. All right, awesome, excellent. Woo! Turn to the previous page right before disc. Pull your notebook out. We're gonna go to page 14. On it says busyness. Wait, hold on. Now we're gonna skip this. We're gonna do this later tonight. Is it all right if I change this plan? My C's accept this? All right, let's do a PowerPoint. Let's do wealth stacking instead. Ooh, I like wealth stacking. We have the PowerPoint, do we, Phil? There it is. Okay. To build wealth, it must compound. It must stack on top of previous skills, previous relationships, previous investments, previous stacks. We agree? Do we agree? Yes. Is it easier to build wealth if you already have wealth? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Yeah. It sure is, isn't it? So the richer you are, the richer you become. The richer you are, the richer you become. The richer you are, the richer you become. So in order to get richer, we must first get rich. Yes. In order to get richer, we must first get rich. The easiest way to get rich is to stack wealth. So wealth stacking is basically a gauge that we use if we don't have any wealth or how much we have, we know what to invest in next. I used to say in the past a little bit of a different strategy around wealth stacking, but I've shifted it because of the economy and where we're at. Is that okay? I made an adjustment because over the last year since I've taught this, I discovered some very interesting things. I've been hanging with much richer people, and more consistently, they keep giving me the same advice. So let's go back to wealth stacking. We're going to take a quick look at this strategy. Cash flow is the key to make money while you sleep. You agree? Yes? Cash flow, yes? What is the most important part to make money while you sleep? Say it again. Say it again. We want more. We love. It's all about. What is king? That's right. Okay. So wealth stacking starts with under $10,000. If you had under $10,000, what would you do? If your available cash was under $10,000, what would be the right investment? The ministry firm, I like it. Hell yeah, you're a round of applause. I believe that it's increasing your network. If you don't have any money to invest in your network, then you better go find a free network. Yes? The challenge with free networks is you get what you pay for, right? The cheaper, the freer the room is, the more likely it's a random room. So in gold mining, you got to sift through a lot of sand to find a gold nugget. It's the same way when you get into these networking events. You go in, you meet people, and you're like, okay, let me see. Who are you? Well, I'm just getting started. Shit. All right, well, okay. What do you do? Well, I'm a financial planner. I'm here to take money from people and invest their money for them. Damn it. Okay. What do you do? I'm a real estate agent. You want to buy some real estate? Yeah, sure. What's your off-market list look like? I don't have an off-market list. I'm a new agent. Damn it. Or who's been to those networking events, right? Shit, everywhere I go. When you get into the rooms that are paid a little bit more, obviously you get a better caliber because they paid to be there because they're there to get away from all those new people. The new people aren't invested enough yet, right? Who traveled here? Cumulatively, who spent at least $500 to be here tonight? At least, right? What about $2,000 to be here tonight? Cumulatively, at least $2,000. 1,000? 5,000? Let's give these guys a round of applause. You get what you pay for when it comes to networking. That sounds like cliche, but that's true. You know, some of the networking events I've been in are 25,000, 35,000 just to get there. Some of them you can't even get into unless you've earned a certain amount of income. It's just part of the game. So invest in your network or go to free events. If you got $1,000 to $10,000, I used to say build a business. Now I say turn your network into your business. Go and build a network and then find out what they need and make that your business so you can generate more income. Does that make sense? And then 10,000 to 25,000. Buy a rental property, a multifamily. All right? Use owner-occupied, like 3% down. And then invest in your network. Go deeper in your network. The more I watch and study the richest people on the planet, the more I realize, like even Vinny Chopra, you know what Vinny's doing right now? Investing in his network. He's out in the hallway grabbing all the richest people in the room, and he's like, hey. Watch what the money does. Do what the money does. There's a good chance you might have some of the, yes, all right. 25,000 to 50,000. What do you invest in? There it is, multifamily. You keep investing in the multifamilies and investing in your network. If you don't have any money, invest in your network. That's how you get money. If you don't have any real estate, invest in your network. That's how you find deals and capital to buy the real estate. My millionaires, is that true? Yes. Millionaires, is that true? Yes. If you have $50,000 to $100,000, buy a rental property and invest in real estate. It will continue to stack your wealth. We're seeing how this chart looks, yes? You have $100,000, $250,000. Buy a rental property and invest in your network. Believe it or not, this is how you get the million. Mark Cole, how much do you spend on investing in your network? $50,000, $60,000 a month. You're talking about, this is like flights, this is masterminds, this is getting into groups. Am I right? Yes. He runs a monster tech company. You want to be wealthy, you invest in your network because it's all about the relationships. It's all about the people that you know. Who here likes the idea of being wealthy? All right, maybe it's because I said likes, and that's why I got likes results, right? Who here loves the idea of being wealthy? Oh, yeah. All right, so we got to learn how to wealth stack, right? The only way to build a business is to base it on your passion for the things that you love doing. Now, when I say that, I don't mean you got to love real estate. I don't give a shit if you love real estate or not. If you love helping people, cool, do it in real estate. It makes more money, yes? Who here loves helping people? Yeah? Who here loves helping people? All right, if I tell you that making money is attached to helping people, do you love helping people now? You gotta love helping people, guys. Guys, gals, it's important. And you gotta invest in yourself because that's the skill that you use to help more people. The more people you help, the more money you have. If I took you and I dropped you in the middle of a city you've never been to in your entire life and you had to build wealth, what is the one thing you have? You. You're the only thing you have. So if you invest in your skills, your ability to acquire more money, it doesn't matter where I drop you, you're going to be fine. We agree? Yes or yes? True or true? Are you awesome? Yes or yes? Are you getting better by the minute? I agree. Outsource your weaknesses. It ties so much into exactly what Liz was just saying. Outsource your weaknesses. Take your strengths to the next level. Is Danny in the room yet? Where the heck is Danny? Checking in his room. Dude, he doesn't need his room till tonight. Look at this thing. You guys see this? Come on. Look at that, huh? 100 million. Whoop. There it is. Take it off. Where's John? I did it just for you, John. I'll take it off. Here we go. 100 Millionaire Summit. We got some fun stuff that's going on right now. We're going to Ron Bowling. Do you think, can we get everybody who's not a coach sitting down in a chair right now? Anybody who's sitting in the back or standing? If you're not a coach, can you please find a seat? I'm asking because we're about to do something that requires absolute security on our part. Not so much on your part. We're not too worried about you. This one's more about us. So coaches, if you can gather around Ron Bowling, make sure Ron is safe. And Terry, the table Terry, if you could grab the table Terry and your person and bring that up to the stage. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to bring out $1 million onto the stage. Anybody sitting in the back right now is like, shit, I should be closer to the front. And as, where's the table? I'm not sure where the table would be. But Dorina could probably find us a table relatively quickly. There's one in the other room. There's one in the back room. And you got Greg, that's Frank? Frank Montero? Perfect person to grab a table. He's very strong. Excellent. So as they're getting the prep, I want you to think in your head right now about all those times you've been on social media and you saw those people peddling their wares and they had like pictures of money and rappers had pictures of money. And I want you to dismiss that entirely. And what I want you to think about is the idea of a vision board. Has anybody ever heard of vision boards as a useful resource? But then you notice sometimes the vision board you couldn't really connect with because it wasn't you in the picture. It was like this other person didn't look like you. And sometimes you try to find people that look like you. I'm lucky because I'm bald, so like everybody looks like me. Like, it's very easy to find somebody. But if you imagine that you had this picture of you with a real $1 million, a picture, would that be valuable to put it on your phone screen, on your computer screen, the picture at the refrigerator? It would probably be the most valuable asset that you have if it brought you $1 million. Is that true or true? Because it does come down to what you believe in. If you believe it's possible, if you believe you already have it, if you got proof, you got a picture of you with the money, is it possible that your mind might start accepting, like, yeah, that is a real thing. I could do this, yes? So last year what we did is we actually brought $1 million on stage for this exact reason. We said everybody who has a $100 bill on them can come up on stage and give us the $100 bill, and we'll allow you to take a picture. Not just a normal picture. Our team will take the picture. Our team with 4 cameras and video will take the picture so that you can use this possibly in your social media if you're somebody who would like to eventually be able to attract money to you. Who here would like to have a video that said something like, "We'll buy your house cash"? Do you think that would get people to call you? Yeah? There's a good chance. I mean, the odds are in your favor. So as we're doing this ceremony up here and we're bringing out the money and we're stacking it up, it might just be something you want to think about, how valuable it might be to have a picture of you with $1 million. Has anybody ever taken a picture with $1 million before? Anybody in the room? A handful of people who were here last year were lucky enough to, not lucky enough, I told you to bring $100, you brought $100. You were instruction followers, right? You followed the rules. The rules are the rules because they are the rules. Wow, they really just dismantled that table. They tore it apart. Look at these guys. Give them a round of applause. All right, Ron Bowling and security. Once the table is put together, you have full permission to bring the $1 million to stage. While they are bringing the $1 million to the stage, I want you to be thinking about 2 things. 1, do you deserve $1 million? Do you deserve $1 million? And 2, I want you to be thinking, would a picture with $1 million make me $1 million a little faster? And if the answer is yes, then you might want to think, how do I get that opportunity? Ron, staff, protect that man. He's worth much. And then coaches, if we can just line up on the stage, just in case somebody decides to rush the stage, I want to let you know, I know for sure there are at least three martial art experts in this room. And they're all sitting in the VIP section. I found out yesterday. Let's give my business partner, Ron Bowling, a big round of applause.
How did you get me on stage?
This is the first time he's been on stage in an entire year, and this is probably, I think, the longest he's ever been on stage.
Yes, it is.
So, Ron, what did you bring me? Will this work? Yeah, no. It needs money. You know what it needs? It needs money, Ron. This is a lot like a business, isn't it? In order to get anything out, first you got to put some in. Let's see. We're making it rain, baby! Easy come, easy go. There it is. All right. So, think about it. As we're stacking this money, what kind of deals, what kind of relationships would you have to make in order to have access to capital like this, to get close to people who have acquired this kind of cash? You look like a drug dealer, man. You just like, I feel way more organized than you. I'm just saying. So, what kind of deals would you have to do? What is the average real estate deal right now? What is the average flip netting you at this point in your business? Shout it out. What is the average flip? Who does flips? My rehabbers, what's the last profit you made on your flip? Shout it out. 100K. Another one. What's another one you made? 185. What's another flip? Nice. 850. Another flip. How much? 87. Shit, none of you are average. You recognize that, right? How much? 150. Shoot. All right. We're just talking about flips, right? We're talking about cash that you, like checks you've cashed, yes? In real estate, yes? Excellent. What is the average that a normal, one of these newbies could expect to make, guys? 50. I like it. It's good enough for me. We all agree on 50. That's what a flip should make with a new person who's doing the flip if they don't fuck up too much. Okay. We're being very honest today. All right. So the value of a deal, we'll call it 50,000. But some of you are doing very good. Let's give a round of applause to people who've done very, very good. I want you to keep an eye on the millionaires I've got on stage with me. Mitch Jorsky, Michael Shine, the holistic attorney, Mitch Jorsky, the crypto cat. We got Ron, the man bowling. Ron, not a coach bowling. We got Ryan McDermott, our financial coach. We've got we got Terry Wager, the generator coaching. Yeah, I got you. There's too many names. Then you got Doug on the side there. Doug's got quarter pocket. And Dorina. This $1 million, by the way, let's just assume it was acquired through partnerships. Let's assume it was acquired through doing good, ethical real estate deals where everybody won. Is it okay to make this money? Yes. If you look at the deals on the board, a handful of deals made that money too, right? Other people's money. That's not even, like, these deals are not mine, right? The deal I showed you earlier, 1.5 million turned into 2.5 million. You could do deals like that, right? Look at us. We're just an average bunch of guys. I mean, we're dressed damn good right now. Like, where's Danny Sosa? Look at this, huh? All right. Who would like to come take a picture with the $1 million and manifest for next year? Who'd like to take a picture that you can put on your vision board and manifest for next year? Who's interested? Yes? Show hands. Show hands if you're interested in taking a picture with $1 million. Okay, a couple of you. Excellent. So for everybody who's in the VIP section, please stand up. All the VIPs, the very important people, right? VIPs, we're going to do a little session. For everybody who's not VIP, I want you to send blessings to our VIPs. I want you to just send a little bit of energy out to them and just say, hey, wow, like these people believed in themselves enough to decide to spend an entire extra day with Gualter, to spend lunches with Gualter, to go out and party with Gualter and the coaches and the billionaires and the millionaires and have some fun with these guys and learn and ask questions. And because they're VIPs, it's not about the lanyards, right? It's about being able to come up here and take a picture with $1 million. So VIPs, come over to this side, hang out with my boys, form a nice line. What we're going to do with our camera crew and our video crew is we're going to record every single person who comes up here. For everybody who did not buy VIP tickets this year, what I want you to do is memorize the faces of each person who is up here and think about building a relationship with them. Is that a good idea? Yes. Does that suddenly just level up the value of the VIPs right now? It's not about who knows, it's not about who you know in business. Who's heard that? Oh, it's all about who you know. Who's heard this? Yeah, it's not about who you know. I know Elon Musk, he doesn't know me, right? It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you, right? We're my recession-proof challenge peeps. Say yes. All right, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Because if they know you, they can cash flow you. Uncle G says it all the time. All right, VIPs, you ready? Let's get some VIP music. Bring our VIPs up here. We're going to do a little dance session with the money. We got about 30 seconds each. Come on up, Gary. One at a time. Now, as they're coming up, pull out your cameras. Pull out your cameras. Grab the money, man. Yeah, hold some up. We're taking a picture right there. Pull out your cameras, capture some of this. Get a picture with these VIPs right afterwards. You can get closer. You can all come closer. There you go. Point. Nail it. All right, next. Right over there. Bang. You're with us. Get it. There may be an opportunity for everybody who is not a VIP to hang out with this money in a little bit. I'm still thinking about it. Good job, brother. All right, let's give Gary a big round of applause. Next. Come on up. And we're gonna be quicker with this. We wanna be fast, 'cause I got 10 minutes to get to the next session. Hold on. We keep the money, we keep the money. Right there. Nice. That right there. Nice. Let's give Melissa a round of applause. Good job, Melissa. We'll make a move. You got it. Steven. Right there.
Know your money.
And move. Looking at this guy. Get some dancing going.
One thing
Take
I
it.
know is that life is short, so listen up, oh boy, this a thought. The next
Steven
time
Bieber.
someone's teaching, why don't you get taught?
Come on up,
It's
Vicky.
like that, and that's the
Right
way
there.
it is.
If you really think about it, times are
And down here. Little
The
dance.
one that brings
Move.
successes
Move.
will make you
Yeah.
glad. Stop
Give Vicky a round of applause.
praying
You won't be sad. It's like
Now
that,
imagine.
and that's the way it is.
Kevin, right there, brother. Imagine you had this on your fridge. This beautiful picture. And that video. Where's that video? Right here. Get a little dance, man. We dance with it. This for your TikTok right here. Awesome. Let's give Kevo a round of applause. Get it. I can't hear you. Swap what? Yeah, we're good. We're going. We're rocking. You ready? All right, Nancy. Right there. And then move it. This one's for TikTok. We're dancing. Yes. Give Nancy a round of applause. You ready? You ready? This white ball VIP, isn't it? Right there. Nice. And then we'll dance right here. Here we go. You gotta rock it, girl. Rock that money. Woo! Give her a round of applause. All right, next. We're gonna go faster, quicker, quicker, quicker. John, you ready? Bang. Let's get it. Catch, you gotta get that dance, man. Get that vibe going. Whoa, whoa! When your wife gets involved in business, right?
Next year, 10 million.
That's right, brother. He just said 10 million next year. Yeah. You ready? Get it right there. Bang. And catch that video. Here it is. Woo! Hell yeah. Steve Cook and family. My man, you want some stacks, bro? We got some stacks. Get it, Mel. Come on, Lily. Whoa, whoa. Look, they taking stacks. I still got stacks.
Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, and the purple.
There we
and
go.
yellow. But first, I gotta
You little dance, Steve. Well, you got that dance muscle. Whoa, I didn't know we got moves.
You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body
Thank you,
rock.
brother.
Well, so far
Go,
heard
man.
my voice, but I brought 2 friends along.
Come
And
on,
next on the
Gloria.
mic is my
What do you
man
want?
Hank.
You
Come
want one?
on,
You
Hank,
want
sing
2?
that
You want
song.
3?
Check
You
it
got
out.
them all.
Imp the dimp, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight. But I'm the grand master with the 3 MCs that shop the
Nice.
house for the young ladies. And when you come inside into the front, you do the freak spank, you do the bump. And when the sucker MCs try to prove a point with Trevor's trio, or when the serious joiner from sun to sun and from day to
You're very
day,
welcome.
I
Great
sit
job.
down and write a brand new rhyme because they say that miracles never cease. I've created a devastating masterpiece. I'm gonna rock the mic so you can't
You
resist.
got it.
Everybody, I say it goes like this. When I was coming home late one
Right
dark
in.
afternoon, the
Yeah.
reporter stopped me for an interview. She said she's heard stories and
Yeah,
she's heard
Camille.
fables that are vicious on the mic.
Nice.
And the turntable, this young reporter
job.
I did adore. So I rocked the vicious rhyme like I never did before. She
Brother
said, damn, fly
Billy.
guy, I'm in love with you. I guess
Come on,
no
come on.
legend must have been true. I said, by the way, baby, what's your name? Said I go by the
got
name
it, Manny.
Lois Lane, and you can be my boyfriend. You surely can. Just let me quit my boyfriend called Superman. I said he's a fairy, I do suppose, flying through the air in pantyhose. He may be very sexy or even
Right there,
cute,
right
but
there.
he looks like a sucker in a blue and red suit. I said you need a man who's got finesse and his whole
What a
name
power
across
couple
his chest,
right
and then
here.
be able to fly all through the night.
Put
But
it
can
in.
he rock a party to the early light? He can't satisfy you.
You gotta
with
pull it
little
open,
words,
man. Just
but I
stack
can
it
bust
right
out
in
with my
there.
super sperm. I go do it. I go do it. I go do it. Do it. Do it.
There we go. Let's
And
like
I'm
that.
here,
There it is.
and I'm there. I'm Big Bang Hank, I'm everywhere. I just throw
Nice.
your hands up in the air and party harder like you just don't care. Let's do it. I don't stop,
Doing a
y'all.
video
I
right
take a
there.
talk, y'all.
Nailed
You don't
it.
stop. I go home, tail, motel.
You can put
And
that
what
back
you
in
gonna
there.
do
What do you
today?
mean you got that one?
Someone get a fly
You got
girl,
earned it,
gonna
brother.
get some spank and drive off in the death OJ. Everybody go home,
Mark.
tail, motel,
Come on up,
holiday
come on up.
Inn. You say if your girl starts acting up, then you take a friend. I say skip, God, what can I say? I can't fit them all inside my OJ, so I just take half and bust them out. I give the rest of that
He's
to
been
Disney
working
and shop
out.
the house.
I said a
It took 2
M-A-S,
coaches to get this up here.
a G with a double
Ready?
E. I said I go by the unforgettable name of the man they call a Master G. Well, my name is known
Right
all
there,
over
what?
the
Right
world
there.
by all the
Get
foxy
it.
ladies and the pretty
Nailed
girls.
it.
I'm going down in history as the baddest
Kim
number you
Possible,
ever
everybody.
could be. Now I'm feeling the highs and you're feeling the lows. The beat starts getting into
Kirk.
your toe. You start popping your fingers and
Hey,
stomping your
Kirk
feet
complimented my
and moving your
biceps.
body while you're sitting
He did.
and then damn, they start doing the freak. I said bam, I ride it out of your seat, then you throw your hands high
I don't
in
think
the
there's enough
air.
for you here,
rock
man.
it to the rhythm, shake it dairy air. You rock it to the beat without a care. With the short shot MCs for the affair. Now I'm not as tall as the rest
Alright.
of the gang.
Right
but I
here.
rock to the beat just
Get
the
those
same.
moves,
I got a
Jonathan.
little face and a pair of rhyme eyes. All I'm here to do, ladies,
Jonathan
is hypnotize.
Cross,
I sing it
Millionaire
on
Pass
and on and
this
on and on
year.
and on. The beat
First
don't
year as a
stop until
Millionaire.
the
Give a
break
big
of
round of
dawn. I
applause.
sing it on and on and on and on and on like
Job,
a hot butter. The pop, the pop, the pop, give it, pop, the pop, pop.
Ken
You don't dare
just
stop
became
until
a
I
millionaire
go.
this
Give me
week.
what you got. I guess by now
This
you
week.
can take a hunch and find that I am the baby of the bunch, but that's okay. I still keep it strong, cause all I'm here to do
There it is,
just
brother.
wiggle your
We get a little
behind,
move,
sing it
little
on
dance.
and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I sing it on and on and on and on and on. Rock, yo.
No.
Throw it on the floor. I'm gonna freak
I like
your
that they
head. I'm gonna
asked, though. I
freak your
love
day.
that.
I'm
Come
gonna
on up.
move you out of this atmosphere, cause I'm
Whoa.
one of a kind and I'll shock your mind. I put the jig to the same go behind. I say the 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, girls. I get it on the floor. I come alive,
Come on,
yo.
man.
Give me what you got, cause I'm
Look.
guaranteed to make you rock. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me Wonder Mike, what are you waiting for?
Said a hip hop, the hip to the hip and the
Appreciate
hip
you,
hip.
right there,
hop,
homie. We
and
gotta
don't
dance,
stop,
right there.
rock it to the bang,
Just
then the
dance
boogie
on.
say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm
That's
of the
regular
boogie
play.
beat.
He's
It's
been
gonna
buying
be what we rock,
multi-families.
Scooby-Doo, and guess what? America, we
Keep it
love
up, brother.
you, because you're
Come on
rock
up.
in a row with us so much so you
Hey,
can rock
George.
till you're 101 years old. I don't mean
Catch
to
the
brag,
money.
I don't mean to boast, but we're like hot butter on a
Come on,
breakfast
Cass.
toast. Rock it out.
Get
Baby
in there.
bubba to the boogie, then bang
Right
bang,
there.
the boogie to the beat. Beat is so unique. Come on, everybody, and dance to the beat. Have you ever went over?
Got it. You got it. He's got stacks on stacks. Right there, right there. Get the move. Get it, Cass. That's my man right there. Tell him that's my man. Good job. You're welcome. Hell yeah. Let's get it, AJ. Come on. Come on. We got mother and daughter.
So gifted.
What do you
I'm
think?
the
What
type
do you
that's
think,
gonna
Bella?
go get it. No
That's
kidding.
right. It's the
Breaking
president.
down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps,
there.
feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole.
Nailed it. Get that little dance going
I'm
right
front
there.
line
Yeah.
every time it's sold. 100
Oh,
proof
she's
flow.
calling. She's
Running
calling
shoot
the money.
flow.
Money's calling.
58 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold.
You having
Circle
fun?
got smaller, everybody
18
can't go.
years old.
Downtown Diamond
Future
District
millionaire.
jewelers like yo.
Thanks to her
Hustle
mom.
holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Flew to Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum
They
just
gotta
to
take a
smoke.
picture together, right?
Look.
Couples that earn
Listening
together,
to music at
vision
the
board
Mayan
together,
ruins.
make
True
money
devotion
together.
on the bluest ocean. Cruising. My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse it. This ain't that weirdo rap, you motherfucker.
All the women! All right.
I'm a urban
How's
legend.
Miss Ladies?
South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb protectors.
Hell yeah.
Evidence of a divine presence. Blessings. Held me down at times I seen records.
Let's give all
Got
of our
L, but gotta eat for
VIPs a
effort.
big round of
Stretch.
applause.
Dropped them off in the Mojave Desert. Then left it. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip. Straighten out my jewelry on my dress.
amazing.
Well known. Flick up in jail clothes. Snatch a champagne bottle from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever. Playing chess, not checkers. 38
Come here,
special
ladies.
for you clever.
Come on.
See, bro.
You ready?
You ain't living down by the street.
Can you
code.
handle all
Been
this?
through all these motions up and down
You,
like a
you want
seesaw.
more? She wants more?
I can never view you as
Stack
my
it up.
equal.
Stack it
I
up.
wanna hear your CD phone.
Right there. Got it. Do a little dance. Come on, Amy, you dance on stage. She's like, I can't dance. Danya.
Yeah.
Of course.
Look,
Ron Bowling.
I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear.
Huh?
Spoke some things into the universe and
Got
they
it.
appeared. I say it's work that I won't
Oh,
say it's
sorry.
fair.
Just
Try your
pandering
purpose,
around
so
this
you
shit.
wasting there.
Yeah,
So
I
y'all
don't know.
scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here.
There
They
it
see
is.
in due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals.
Let's give Doreen
Put your
a
lawyer
big
on
round
the
of
phone, we
applause.
can make it real. I
Oh,
got
yeah,
checks and
get in there
balance.
with us.
I'm flex
Yeah, yeah.
dramatic.
Here, you want a
Other
stack
50 on
mic?
my neck, it's my reckless habit. Ain't no 50 on my rap, disrespect is savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled. It's just another front step with candles. No message from the set. They accept your challenge.
Thank you, absolutely, brother. Let's give all of our coaches. Do you think this guy deserves a picture?
Man, I brought the jacket just
Get over here. Hey, so you know, Larry has donated courses to Alchemist Nation. He's got on podcasts with us. He's serving in a big way. He's built millionaires already. Let's give him a big round of applause. Larry Steinhaus. Hell yeah.
couldn't resist, man. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, you know what? I guess if you show up with a jacket like this, you deserve a picture with $1 million. Was that fun? Do you now have something else you want to put on your vision board for next year? Yes, yes. Let's give all of our coaches a big round of applause for all the hard work they do. Our VIPs. Did you guys get pictures? Kevin, Brian, I see you stand over there. You want a picture with $1 million? I mean, you were kind of cheap asses with your tickets. So come here. They were kind of on the cheap side with their tickets. Let's be real.
I was the cheapest bastard.
But here's why they're up here. Who wants to know why they're up here? I like them. Really, it's just about relationships. At the end of the day. Brian keeps asking question after question after question after question, which leads him towards success. Kevin keeps taking action after action after action. What is your net worth? You're like 750,000? 650. Is that okay? Is that okay? You'll get it this year? He'll get it this year. All right, let's take a picture then. It's for the future. Woo! Yeah! Right there. Woo! Right there. Then you can dance. Yeah. And then we can dance right here. Woo! Oh yeah. There it is.
I did it!
Kevin's got the dance. Let's give these guys a big round of applause. Future millionaires. You're welcome, brother. All right. Now, I did mention there was a way for everybody to get a picture with this. Would that be valuable for me to share now? Would it be? Well, you got to buy mastery. I'm going to hold it hostage. So we started something called Alchemist Financial a while back because a lot of people kept coming up to us saying, hey, I don't have the money. You guys can take this off stage, and then we'll put it out later. Yep. So what we're going to do a little bit later on, because we created Alchemist Financial for a very specific reason. We realized a lot of our investors didn't have the money to invest in real estate. They were coming up with the same problem. I don't have somebody who will lend me the money. Who's ever said that before? Don't have the money to invest, right? So Alchemist Financial was just like kind of this thing that came because a lot of our community members were either complaining about other lenders they were using or they were complaining that they didn't have money. And so we started, seeing how we could figure it out. And then one of my partners came to me and said, hey, I would like to partner with you. And I've got this idea. I told him, I was like, well, how could we be better than everybody else? He said, one, we could be a little more affordable. I was like, okay, that's good. That's so what? Like, obviously, we'd be more affordable. But how else could we be better? And he said, well, we got 75 different underwriters. I like them on stage. I like the money all around me. It feels good. Yeah, thank you. I mean, of course, I understand somebody's going to come up here and take that money at some point because I just left money lying around. Who knows that that's what happens when you leave money lying around? Yeah. You're welcome. Right? Not too often. Actually, this happens all the time. There's money left lying around all the time. There's so many people in here who should be running networking events, who should be running communities, who should be building and inspiring others to do what you're doing, and yet you're not. There's so many people who are raising capital right now, using other people's money to invest in real estate, just by bringing them together and showing them how to evaluate deals and how to evaluate great partners. Would you like to know how I raise capital? All I do is tell people, the only people you should ever work with are people who understand the deal and who are moral, ethical, and legal. Do things legally. That's the only type of people you should ever invest with. That's how I raise capital. That 30 seconds right there. Do you understand what I just did? I told them who to invest with, and then I just have to show up and be moral, ethical, and do things legally, and know how to evaluate a deal. Can we do this? Can everybody in this room do this? Could everybody in this room say, we buy at a 10 cap, we sell at a 6 cap. I do every deal. You want to make sure the people you invest with do every deal morally, ethically, and legally. It's the only way to invest with somebody. Could we say that? Could we teach a course on that where we just go over to a piece of paper and we say, by the way, I'm about to teach you how to attract millions of dollars. Pay attention. Pull out your cameras. It's called a webinar that's called Be the Bank. And all I really teach, there she is. All I really teach in that webinar is this. Buy at a 10 cap. Find an operator who runs it for you. And do all deals, make sure they do all deals morally, ethically, and legally. Now, who here is afraid of running a webinar? Let's be real, just be honest. Who's never run a webinar? How's that? So, by association, I can just assume anybody who's never run a webinar should be afraid of running a webinar, yes? Never done it. We're always afraid of things we've never done. So anybody who's never run a webinar should be afraid of running a webinar, which means you've never run a webinar, and you probably likely never will run a webinar unless there's a big enough, juicy enough thing on the other side of that webinar, yes? How about $1 million? Yeah? Okay, so the webinar is Be the Bank, and then you tell people to buy real estate at a 10 cap, and then you tell them you need a really good operator, and then you tell them they have the operator, this is how you know it's a good operator, they got experience, right, they got experience. EXP, right? They have experience, and then to do things morally, ethically, and legally, and that's how you find a good operator. Who could raise capital saying this? Then the next thing is you got to fill the room, right? You got to fill the room. That's it. Just reach out to people, hey, would you like to learn how to be the bank? And then they show up, and you teach them, buy at a 10 cap, evaluate the operator, they got to be moral, ethical, and legal. Simple enough. So simple that many people will not do it, which is why we're going to work very hard over these next couple of days to get you snapping your wrist anytime you think you can't do this. Yes? If this is the only thing stopping you from being a millionaire, don't you think it's time to commit? If it's really this simple, don't you think it's time to try it? At least try it. At least put it on for a little while, see if it works, just like this suit, just, test it out, see if it works, see if you like it. Why not? We got nothing better to do. We got nothing to lose. So we're going to go to the next speaker. And before we do, I do want to let you know that there are coaches in the room right now, mentors, coaches, Millionaire Path consultants, who would be willing to go to lunch with you and answer any questions that you have. Here's the rule, though. You're paying for your own lunch. They didn't get to be millionaires by just buying people lunch. Now, they do buy millionaires lunch. Who knows it's smart to buy a millionaire lunch? That's how you get them to talk, right? Buy them lunch, they get to talk, and then before you know it, they're doing deals with you, and then before you know it, they're investing with you. So yes, sometimes we buy rich people lunch, but we don't buy people lunch unless they're either working for us, they're bringing us deals, or they're bringing us capital. We can understand why that makes sense, right? There's no benefit in the other way, the other side of it. So understand, there's an opportunity for everybody in this room right now to network with these millionaire coaches, these celebrity coaches, these Millionaire Path consultants, recession-proof consultants. You have an opportunity to network with them at dinner, which is coming in an hour. I would strongly suggest, one, not drinking alcohol, because I want you wide awake, but the more tired you are, the easier you are for me to beat up, which I'm fine. And two, I'd like you to ask them questions, learn, figure out what your path is, where you sit in this world, like how you can monetize, how you can speed up everything. Instead of doing hard work, I want you to be able to just streamline to success. Who agrees? You want to streamline to success faster, make it easier? Do more, have more impact with less work? Yes? I think it's the fair thing for you. I think it's the right thing for you to be able to position yourself in a way where you can get more out of life without putting so much hard work in. I'm not a fan of hard work. Who noticed that by now? Right? I was told from a childhood that I'm lazy. My mom was like, "Oh, you're lazy. Oh, you don't get it because you're lazy. You're trying to rush things." Now as an adult, I can tell you, don't rush things. It took me a while to learn that. The more stable you build things, the longer term you build things, the better off they end up being. But you also must build as fast as you fucking can in order to be successful. Making $1 million only counts if you do it in a year. If you do it over 20 years, it's less interesting, right? That just makes you poor, right? Below average, okay? We don't like the word poor in this room, clearly. Below average, right? If you're making $50,000, that's below average. Average income right now in the United States is $65,000. It's humbling to hear that sometimes if you're earning under that. And it's humbling to hear that if you're earning even just above it or around it. Yes? You can imagine how that'd be humbling for somebody. I know for me, when I heard that it was $55,000, I was earning 40, I was like, uh-oh. I'm not even average. I'm below average. It was a mind shift for me. It fucked me up for a little while. But that pain is how we learn. It's how we wake up. Sometimes we have to have those little snaps where we realize, oh my God, I am actively below average. I'm a great person. Who here is a great person? Yes? Are you a great person? Yes or yes? Yes. But is it been, up until this point, a challenge to bring value to the marketplace? Is it possible that you could be bringing more value to the marketplace, which means you'd be bringing more money into your house? Could you? We could all, right? I know there's people in the room right now who are pulling in $100,000 a month they get to keep. Who'd like to pull in $100,000 a month? Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? We got to remember the energy, right? The energy we feel around things. If we're not feeling super excited and we're thinking about $100,000 a month, makes us feel like, Yeah, that'd be nice, Gualter. I'd like it, but it's not really realistic for me. Because, never even earned $100,000 a year. I get it, right? I was there. I was on the stage. I was in the room with you, sitting in the room, like listening to these guys on stage and being like, that can't even be real. Did he just say 100,000 in a month? Like in 30 days? Like as in 4 weeks? No. Who can relate to this right now? Knows exactly what I'm feeling. Like can totally relate to this. Yeah. I got friends that make $2 million in a month. $2 million they get to keep. In the info space, in the tech space, right? But they didn't always make this money. I was talking to this guy. He runs a company called Awesome REI. And he was telling me, by the way, I spent $25,000 to meet this guy. Who knows, sometimes you got to take out a wallet and put it down if you want to get into the room of the players, right? So I spent $25,000 to get into this mastermind called Family Mastermind. It's literally called Family. All it is real estate influencers. That's it. We're tech guys, or we're coaches, or we're speakers, and that's all that's in this space. And I found out about it because the guy who runs it found me at, wait for it, a charity event. I was at a charity event, he was at a charity event, and we connected. And he told me, you know what you'd be really good at, since you're about community and serving and building others? He said, you'd love to join this community that's all about community building and serving others. In the real estate space, I was like, no, wait, come on, they're teasing me. This can't be real. So I connected with this guy, Awesome REI, and his name's Patrick Riddle. And Patrick explains to me, he's like, yeah, I was ClickFunnels before this. And I was like all about funnels and like figuring it out. And so we started and we made $1 million in year one. Then we made $3 million. Then we made $6 million. Then we made $12 million. And they said, right now, we're tracking $2 million a month. Selling a $100 product. But it's not his product. He sells other coaches' products. He said, I got out of the coaching game. I don't sell my own stuff anymore. I sell other people's stuff because I'm more of a marketer. I like to serve and I like to really, see what my community wants. And who's getting this? Servants seem to do better in this world. The people who are serving a community seem to do better in this world. The people who are reaching out to others and saying, hey, let me give you a chance, let me give you an opportunity, let me show you the way, they seem to do better than the people who are just like, I do everything, work with me. Catching this? I hope so. I hope it's impactful. Because we're going through this. The goal for 2023 is 100 millionaires. I've tracked, it looks like about 30. We're going to find out tomorrow night at the 100 Millionaires seminar. We bring our millionaires on stage and we give them their awards. Is that cool? They get a plaque. If I'd known the plaque was motivation enough, like, if it wasn't for the plaque, Ken Hoffman wouldn't be a millionaire this week. Swear to God. Right, Ken?
I saw the plaque. I said I got it.
I made a post about the plaque, and he's like, man, I'm $950,000. I'm like 50,000 away. And because he put it out there, me and the rest of the community were like, we got to make this happen. That crazy? The plaque. If I'd known the plaque, like Mike Shine has been telling me plaque for 3 years. Swear to God, plaque. Swear to God. He's been telling me, get a plaque for 3 years. He's been saying this. And he's like, people really need a plaque. And I was like, yeah, but is that going to build millionaires? Turns out the answer is yes, it does. People will do it just to be part of a tribe, just to have a competition, just to have an award, a thing that they could say like, hey, I did this with the other guys that did this. I stand among them because they did it, now I did it. I stand among them on the wall. We're catching this? Excellent. On day 3, we're going to do the Millionaire contract because that I stole from the fitness community. Fitness community actually uses a self-contract to lose weight or to go to the gym or to eat healthy. They have you sign a contract that actually says you will do these things because you want these results. And then you sign a contract with yourself. So I changed the fitness community contract to a wealth community contract, a millionaire contract that states you will become a millionaire. And I'll walk you through it. It's in your books. If you open your books to one of the last pages, it's in there. You can actually review the contract. What I'm going to ask for you to do is review this contract with your attorney before we sign it on Sunday. Can we do this? All right. Yeah, Mike is my attorney too. He also reviewed it.